Nicolas Maduro was sworn in for a third term as president of Venezuela. President Maduro took the oath of office before Parliament last Friday, vowing that his third six-year term in office would be a period of peace. This follows 6 months of disputes from the opposition and some international entities who claim that Maduro lost the election. However, Venezuelan ambassador to St. Lucia, Life Escalona, affirms that only the people of Venezuela can decide who their president is, not the governments of other countries. She says the democratic process of Venezuela is legitimate and strong. Many countries such as Bolivia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Cuba, Dominica, and Honduras have recognized Maduro as president of Venezuela. However, other countries, including 9 Latin American nations, have called for transparency in election results or rejected the election outcome altogether. The United States does not recognize Maduro and has even placed a bounty of $25 million for information leading to his arrest.
We are working and we always trying to establish a dialogue with any government, any countries. Because as you know, the real reason with all this situation, with the attacks, with the sanctions and everything, is because Venezuela is a rich country. We have the principal or the largest reserve of oil in the world. And of course, this one is a big interest for the United States. And we have to continue to defend our sovereignty.
Journalist Earl Bousquet was part of the St. Lucian delegation, led by its Speaker of the House, Claudius Francis, that attended the inauguration. He reports that the inauguration was a grand affair attended by over 2,000 delegations from 125 countries. He says that the ceremony was a peaceful affair, devoid of any disruption by the opposition, which planned protests against Maduro. He adds that the people of Venezuela came out in droves to support the new president. Under Maduro's leadership, Bousquet says that Venezuela had the highest level of economic growth in 2024 in Latin America at 6.2%, with a higher level of growth predicted for 2025.
He has also indicated that he is going to continue to lead Venezuela in a way where we don't see it in the news, but Venezuela has over the past 2 to 3 years so reorganized its economy to make it less dependent on oil and gas sales, to the extent that it has registered 8 consecutive quarters of growth, and the 7th was just ahead of the election, and the last was in December, where Venezuelans had the best Christmas they ever had, where the registration of electronic transactions was the highest it has ever been.
Peter Lancico, St. Lucian's ambassador to Venezuela, says St. Lucians can expect to see good relations between St. Lucia and Venezuela continuing. While there are not many nationals in Venezuela currently, Lancico says that he expects more locals will migrate to Venezuela as its economy stabilizes and grows.
As regards Venezuelans coming into St. Lucia, that has always been a reality. Venezuelans are our friends. Venezuelans feel comfortable in St. Lucia, and we expect to see Venezuelans continuing to come to our country. It is not going to be in the amounts that we have seen Venezuelans entering other countries in recent times, because the Venezuelan economy is stabilizing itself with the expert handling by President Maduro, who, as you may know, has recently brought the country to 96% of Venezuela's needs in commodities. Venezuela supplies internally 96% of the food and other essentials that they need for life.
Venezuela and St. Lucia have maintained diplomatic relations for many years, despite possible pressure from other countries, such as the United States, regarding relations with Venezuela. Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre has stated time and time again that St. Lucia is friends with everybody. For the DBS News World, Miriam Montoute reporting.